Hey, what's up, guys? It's Apollo Uchiha here, back with a new movie. The name of this movie is What If Naruto Was Neglected and Learned Black Magic? And yeah, guys, it's an unscripted movie as well. Now, before continuing this, if you haven't, then please do leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. And without further ado, let's begin with our story. Our story begins in Konohagakure no Sato, 8 years after the Kyuubi attack in Namikaze Uzumaki compound, as we see a family of 4 enjoying their life in the backyard of the house, as they had a son and a daughter, both with red hair and violet eyes and pale skin, as they were laughing and enjoying themselves while sparring, because this was a shinobi village and the said parents were looking at them with warm smile. It was almost a perfect family, but we go back to the house to see a person looking from upstairs through his window with cold eyes. "Yep, they forgot about me again," said Naruto, with sarcasm listening in his voice, as a voice spoke within him. "Yes, unfortunately they have. Or fortunately, you can learn more about new stuff, kid. Why don't you go and ask your father to borrow another book while replacing the current one?" I have nothing better to do. Let's do that." You see, 8 years ago, there was a huge attack on that village by the mighty Biju, as the previous Jinchuriki, the mother of the said children, was not able to keep a hold on the Biju because of the birth of their children, as the Biju broke free and attacked the village. Their father, being the genius he was, quote unquote, sealed the Kyuubi, splitting into 3 parts, yin and yang into his 2 older children, Menma and Mito, while the soul into Naruto. But unfortunately, he didn't knew that Menma and Mito only had 5% each, while Naruto had 90% of the chakra and the whole soul, meaning the complete Kyuubi no Yoko. As he arrived there, as Naruto said, "Hey, Dad." "Naruto?" Yes, what is it?" Minato said, with a quite shocked expression, as the other 3 halted, as Menma then said, "Piss off, Naruto, you're spoiling our time." "Did I do anything? Enjoy your life as you are. I am just here to talk for a bit." "What is it, Naruto?" "You know we are training," Kushina said. "Yeah, I can see that." "What do you mean by that?" Kushina said with narrowing eyes. Nothing. "So anyway, Dad, I was hoping that you can allow me to into your library so I can change books, because it is all I can do," Naruto said, rolling his eyes, as Minato then thought about it for a second. Yes, Naruto, you can go ahead." As Naruto left, as Kushina then said, "What was that about?" "I don't know. Maybe he just wanted to study. Yeah, he's a loser who loves only books. Menma, you do know that books can be quite knowledgeable and terrifying at the same time." "Oh, how the irony. He will have to bite his own words after that." As Naruto arrived inside his library inside the house, while his family has gone back to doing what they were doing before he arrived even there. Let's see. Fuinjutsu level 18, done that. Yes, Naruto was a Fuinjutsu master already. Genjutsu, done that. The arts of Genjutsu. Yep, read it, not for my taste. Shinobi traps, done that. What is this? Naruto said, looking at a black book between the Genjutsu section and the Taijutsu. As Naruto picked it up, the book of the ending. What? What is that book doing here? What do you mean? It has to be a fake one. Naruto, open it. But be careful. Do not spill any of your blood over that book, or it can be dangerous. What's going on? That book shouldn't exist. As Naruto opened the book, and unfortunately, as Kyuubi said, happened. A drop of blood splashed on the name section of the book. Name of the owner. As in blood, Naruto's name was written there almost instantly, as Naruto dropped the book immediately, being scared. What the hell was that? Shit. I can't believe it. All my life, I thought that book was cursed and will not choose any owner. It did. How can this be possible? What's going on, Kurama? You're not making any sense, Naruto. Grab that book and run to your room. Lock it with the most securest Fuinjutsu ever. Seal the door, everything. You have to stay there for 1 month. Yeah. What about when I have to go eat or drink or go or I have to go to washroom. You don't need to worry about that. You just have to recite the verses in that book. You do not know what you have gotten a grasp upon, Naruto. This art should be extinct. This is an art even before chakra was a thing in this world. Really? Naruto said with wide eyes. Yes. I know firsthand what these terrifying powers can do. Okay. As Naruto picked up the book and went inside his room and did as Kyuubi told him. In the middle of the night, it was 3 a.m. As Naruto had many candles in his room lit, and with the help of chalk, a pentagram drawn on the ground as he was sitting in the center. Here goes nothing, as Naruto started to recite the verses that were inside of it. As Naruto finished, all the candles were blown out. It was complete pitch black, and Naruto then felt the room temperature drop almost instantly. He got goosebumps. What is this? I can sense someone inside, but I can't see anyone. He's here. Who? The devil. As suddenly, in the dark, with the help of the moonlight that was illuminating inside, Naruto could make out a dark shadow figure that was sitting in front of him. As the demonic voice spoke, You have summoned me, mortal. What is it that you require? I want to learn these arts. I guess it is time that this generation learns about the true power that existed even before the chakra. What power? The power of the black magic. What can this power do? Many things. The possibilities are only limited by mind of one. You can kill anyone, send ghosts and a kind known as Jinn after everyone. And they are the most terrifying and scariest creatures. If they latch onto any soul, they won't let it go. Thanks to the chakra, the humans now are protected, but not for long, because you have learned the knowledge that I am about to give you. As the dark shadowy figure tapped 2 fingers on Naruto's forehead, as a third eye opened then and there, and Naruto could see many lingering spirits, demons, ghosts, all together, looking at him silently throughout the room. Many eyes were looking at Naruto. Now you have to do is survive for 30 days, and you will have them under your control. As the devil was gone after that, as Naruto could feel that everyone was sitting there and watching him, trying to move or budge a muscle. Whatever you do, Naruto, do not get out of this circle, or it will end your life. They will come to you and end your life. As Naruto then stayed there, reciting over and over again, and surprisingly, he didn't even feel hungry at all or thirsty. Didn't see the need to go to the washroom. He just sat there for 30 days straight, as the eyes were on him for every second of the day. And when the 30th day completed, he stood up. As he moved his hand forward, his third eye opened, which was also the same eye as him. Blue eye. As Naruto made his hand forward. Kneel, he said, as everyone was kneeling now, looking down. As Naruto smirked. Good. This power is useful. As Naruto now had a weapon to use against those who will harm him, and a weapon to protect himself. As for the 30 days, his family didn't even notice he was there. It was almost October 10th by now, as he got outside in his room and went downstairs. It was nighttime, 12 a.m., to see that there was a party, and what he saw enraged him. As he heard his siblings talking in his room, because their room was downstairs. The party had already been ended, as everyone was leaving now, and their parents were saying goodbye. You know, Mito, I think Naruto should be out of this family. He's a disgrace. Parents aren't even teaching it anything. Yes, and plus he possessed the soul of the Kyuubi, and while we possess the chakra, we are seen as the hero while he's seen as a pharaoh. We will not get any good reputation if we include and delude ourselves with him. He should be better off dead or somewhere else, aside from here. Naruto bursted the door open and said, You, what did you say? You heard what we said? Fine, I the head off. the Uzumaki clan, said Menma, and I of the Namikaze clan, said Mito. Banish you from the clan. Get out of here and don't ever come back. I will make you eat your words. Remember that. Mark my word, Menma, Mito. This is the most brutal mistake that you have ever made, and it will come back to haunt you. Snartle at two of the demons, mid-level. Haunt them. Make whatever they do into something shit. And make their reputation soil on their own. Snartle packed his stuff and came in front of them. You want to banish me, right? As you did. And now here are my words in response. I hereby denounce you two as my siblings, and those two as my parents. And grabbing the dark hold, the book of the ending, Naruto left. And with his clothes, nothing else. And Mito were surprised. They thought that it was a joke and their brother will cry and come back to beg them. But it wasn't. He came to denounce them as his siblings. As they thought, fine, we don't need you, they said in anger, but they did not know what kind of mistake they were making. Naruto had already made plans with them. As it was October 10th, Naruto was making his way outside of the village, as many Chunins and Anbus and even civilians hated him. As when he reached gate, he looked towards backward and saw that everyone was gathered there. So it is a fox hunt then, right? Yes, you know the drill, demon. Come peacefully and it will hurt much less than before. Not gonna happen. Bad choice. No, you made the bad choice. Demons. As in front of everyone, the demons, jinns, everyone appeared. They looked horrified. No long nails, dark figure, long hair, red blood eyes, and huge teeth attacked them. As screams were filled throughout, as many Anbus Jonis arrived there to see that Naruto standing there in the middle of the demons. As the Hokage who had arrived with Kushina said, Naruto, get away from there. No, they are all my subordinates. Then does that mean you did this? Yes. Sensei the Kyuubi. Oh, you mean that? Kurama, I guess it is time to let you out, as Naruto let the Kyuubi out by ripping the steel to shreds. With the help of the dark magic, he was able to regenerate and keep his body alive. As Kyuubi came in front of them, as Kyuubi then said, Hello everyone. Hello Menma. Hello Mito, said Kyuubi looking towards the house as their eyes widened. As then Kyuubi looked towards the villagers. Hello pathetic villagers. Oh, here's a parting gift. As the Bijudama was charged at them, destroying everything within its vicinity, charged much more than with the black magic. And Konoha was in shambles now. As Naruto stood at the top of the Kyuubi's head, as he looked towards the village, with a chakra amplified voice, he said, Konoha Gakure, today my revenge against you for all those beating is complete. Mark my words, if you come after me and look for me, I will make this look like a child's play, and make your afterlife even hell, cause now I can do that. Until then, we meet again. As Naruto disappeared, as demons shrouded them, even the mighty Kyuubi disappeared as if they never existed, while down there on the ground Minato was scared. Shit, I should have gotten rid of that book. Damn it, it doesn't arrive there. Let me guess, he read the book of the ending, didn't he? And succeeded. But I thought that no one will be able to succeed that. But I guess your son did. As on the Mon Miyaboku, Kamamaru woken, sweating heavily, as Fukusaka was there. Kamamaru-sama, is everything alright? Call Jiraiya. It's an emergency, now! As after 10 minutes, Jiraiya came there, dashing. What is it, Kamamaru-sama? I said that you needed me hurriedly. The book of the ending. It has chosen a user, and the power has bestowed upon him already. What? But I thought that book was fake. No, that book was a copy, but it did the job because everything that was written inside of it was copied from the original before the original was destroyed. Oh my god. Who is the user? Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze. And Naruto, the guardian of the Dark Holder now. You have to get him, Jiraiya. We have to purify his soul. It will get corrupted in due time. I will get on it. As Jiraiya vanished from there and arrived in Konohagakure no Sato to see that Tsunade was there as well, sweating heavily, and so was Orochimaru. We call it a temporary truce, Jiraiya. That book shouldn't fall in anyone's hands. I almost got myself killed with that book. I know, your hunger for power led you to her, and in the end you got yourself almost killed. As Orochimaru regretted his deed, as much as I hate to admit it, but that is true. As they entered to see that the half of the village was shambled, as the civilians were scared shitless, because Hokage had already revealed to them what was happening. As they arrived in the council chambers, as one of the civilians was saying, "We have to get him back. We have to do everything to make him happy. We cannot let him roam around freely with that dangerous power. That power he used with an instant to destroy half of the village at that age, Hokage-sama. He's 8 years old. 9. Said Kushina as she was crying, because Menman Mito had told her what Naruto had said to them before doing this. It is our fault, said Minato, because we have neglected him because of prophecy. I'm sorry, Minato, said Jiraiya, as everyone looked towards him. Sensei. No, you told me what you knew and heard from the toads. It was my mistake at the end. I shouldn't have left him alone. Shouldn't have given him permission to go there to read books. But I thought that it might get his mind off of the training and all. He will not bother us. And it kinda did. And look where we are now. He has the most powerful ancient magic in his hands and is roaming around Elemental Nation, God knows doing what. Yeah, I'm here for that reason, said Jiraiya, and so are we, said Orochimaru and Tsunade, as everyone got alert. Don't worry, we call it temporary truce, Sensei. As Hiruzen, who was there, stood up. I know. What is going on? Why is Orochimaru here and why are you agreeing, Hiruzen? Said Minato with narrowed eyes. Because Orochimaru almost got himself killed while getting that power. And if Naruto is chosen by that book, then think about it. What can be inside of it that made Naruto this strong? And how stronger will he get until he grows older? The book almost killed Orochimaru just because he was not suitable. Think of it, what can it give to those who are suitable to it? That is why we are here, Sensei, says Tsunade, and Orochi will help us, like the old times. Yes, like the old times. So what do we do now? The Book of Darkness is in his hands. We have to get to the Book of Light. There has to be one. But that was a myth, Jiraiya, said Hiruzen. But it can be true, said Danzo. What do you mean? It was just a myth, Koharu said. As we thought about the Book of Darkness, the Book of the End, there is a Book of Beginning, remember? It is said that it is hidden inside one of the priest temples that are spread throughout the elemental nations. You mean the 5 great temples that were held to destroy that book? Yes, we have to find it before Naruto does. As unknown to them, a dark spirit has heard that. The Book of Light, they say. Say, what do you guys think if I also get a hold on that book and maybe corrupt it with my power? Turn the angels into the fallen. That will be a nice idea, Naruto, but that will disrupt the balance of light and darkness. Let it be, Kurama. This world don't deserve light. It only deserves darkness for what it does. You are right, Naruto. I'm sorry, Dad, but it has to be this way. I'm going to change the prophecy, and I'm going to make this world pay for what it has done to your legacy, said Kurama, as he helped his partner. And from then on, the race began with Naruto and Konoha, as whenever they arrived in the temple, it was already broken in and Naruto was there. But unfortunately for him, he didn't find any book, as Minato was the one who found the Book of Light hidden in the temple that was between Suna and Doto, as Naruto arrived late to see that Minato had a hold on that book. But before Naruto could do anything, he was strapped with chains. Naruto, please stop this. You are being corrupted by that book, as Naruto snapped his finger. No, I'm not, as the chains disappeared as if they were never there. As Kushina felt weak. Naruto, that is your mother. I have already denounced you as my parents. As Minato was taken back by that. Naruto, the book is corrupting you. No, it is not. It has opened my eye. As Naruto awakened the third eye, as Minato felt chills run down his spine as the temperature in the room dropped almost to minus something. It was freezing, as Minato could see his breath. As many hands appeared from Naruto's back, the Book of Darkness, Secret Art, Shadows of Hell. As shadows appeared everywhere, as whispers were spread out, as Minato was now being consumed by fear, as Naruto was becoming powerful even with that fear. As he grabbed that book, it burned his hand a little bit, but Naruto grabbed it as Minato was now on the ground clutching his head. As many of the shinobis arrived to see that the Book of Light was being consumed by Naruto and turning to darkness. Good, Naruto said, as behind him two black wings appeared. Now, I have the hold of the corrupted Book of Life and the Book of Death. There is nothing you can do. As with that said, Naruto disappeared forever to be not seen. Many years passed after that, as Konoha has rebuilt and Minato has gotten over that feeling, but it still haunted him to this day. That genjutsu or whatever it was scary. He heard whispers, yells of all those he had killed, and they were strangling him. And he wasn't able to move. Even budge his finger, couldn't even get to his kunais to use the most ferocious jutsu, the Flying Raijin. He couldn't do anything. He was pale. As when he woken, he was inside the hospital room, but Naruto was nowhere to be seen. The Book of Life was gone. As Minato was laying there, as he said to his wife, "Call the council. We have to get to him. The Book of Light is corrupted by the darkness, and Naruto is consumed by it. He's become the most powerful entity now. We have to get him under control or have to end him. But he's our son. It is the only way we can free his soul." As you're right. Minato is right, Kushina. I know what he did. He summoned those people who died as shadows and corrupted souls. I couldn't even move anything as Minato started to cry. It was scary. That power, it's dangerous. Minato was shaking now violently. As after half an hour, the meeting was called. The Book of Life is gone. It is consumed by darkness, and Naruto has the power of it now. But we do not know where he went. We have to warn the other elemental nations out as well of this. No, we cannot tell them. We have to wait for 1 year. If he doesn't emerge, then we will tell them. As unknown to them, it was Zetsu's turn to spy on Konoha, as he did for the other villages, as he returned with a sour expression and a terrified one. "Zetsu, calm down," said Pain, as everyone was gathered there. Pain, the leader, the fake one, Tobi, Konan, and Kisame, Kakazu, Hidan, Sasori, Deidara, and none other than Itachi Uchiha. "What is it? What did you hear from our village? The Book of Life and Darkness. They're consumed by the soul holder of the Kyuubi. It said that he had freed Kyuubi to attack Konoha, but I thought it was nothing more than a rumor. But it is true." "Shit. The Book of Life and Darkness," Itachi said. "But weren't they supposed to be myth? Two powerful myths that were now in the hand of a kid who has been neglected by his family. I have been keeping an eye on him, was trying to persuade him to our side, but it is already too late. He has gone to the much darker side, much darker than ours. We have to kill him. It is the only way possible for us to achieve what we want, or otherwise he has the power to stop us or make our plan his. God knows what he might do with that thing and power. That is quite disturbing and scary. So what do you suggest we do, Zetsu?" We train hard. I'll go and look out for more clues about this Naruto, and if I find any, I'll let you know." As 6 months passed, and after that, Seven Tails Jinchuriki disappeared, and Same happened with Suna as their Jinchuriki disappeared, and same with Yujito. And then, one by one, within 2 years, many Jinchuriki started to disappear as they didn't heard from Naruto. The world hadn't seen them. As now, each and every village was Jinchuriki-less, as they held for a Kage summit. As then, Minato arrived 2 months later, as everyone was already gathered there. This meeting is in session, the said leader of Iron Country said, as he was sitting in the center. As Minato said, your Jinchuriki has been disappearing. I know who might be behind this. Who? My son. Your son? It means Konhad. You haven't listened to me completely yet. As May said, go on. The reason it is my son, or I presume him, is because he holds the both books of life and darkness. That you honestly want to believe us? Yes, I know what that book holds. He used one jutsu, and I wasn't even able to move. He's dangerous. Are you suggesting to kill your own son? No. We have to purify him. He's consumed by darkness, and if not stopped, he can destroy the whole elemental nation, our shinobi system. This is quite terrifying, and what you're saying, if it is true, then we are in deep trouble. Yes, deep trouble. We have to find a way, and even our son installed as a prophecy that the world is ending as the time is ticking now. The shinobi world and era will end, and there will be nothing left for us to do. Then we have to act fast. We have to stop him at all costs. Yes, but we have to locate him first. Then it is done. We will form an alliance and we'll share notes and shinobis to look out for your son. And he will be hunted down and attacked and maimed somewhat, but kept alive. But how did he get that book? My sensei gave it to me to keep it hidden, so I put it in my library because I thought that it was a fake one. Really, that is interesting. The Book of Death and Darkness, the end of the life cycle, was in your library this whole time? Yes, and I was training my other two children, who I thought was the prophecy's children, while I neglected my other son. I know it is bad, but it is what happened. And unknown to anyone, he got his hands on that book, and he became a successful user of it. And when I went inside his room, I was pushed outside by unknown force, and it was so bad that I couldn't move my arm for 1 month. It is hard to believe what you are saying, but with that book and the myths related to it, it can be believed. Yes, and my other two children are suffering as well. Whatever they try to do, they always make up a mess. It is as if they are being followed, always watched, and someone whispers in their ear whenever they're sleeping, gets on their bed and on their top and strangled him. And I believe it is him. No matter how many exorcisms I do or done, nothing will come out of it. And the spirits only get violent after that. Minato said, I don't know what that book has done to my son, who was innocent, but I want him back. But Hokage, you do know that if it is not possible, we have to kill him. That is the last option we have. But please, if there is a way, save him. Then we have to find him. Who? Gojo Hanma. What? Gojo Hanma is said to be extincted. It is said that he has entrapped himself in a cave for almost hundreds of years, just to meditate and get away from the world after sealing and destroying the original Book of Darkhold. He has the Book of Light within him. He has recited it and imprinted it into his mind. There is still hope now. We have to find him. Then it is done. We must locate him while searching for your son as well. As far away in a corner, the deepest, darkest path in which not even humans dare to go. In that place, on a mountain peak in a cave, Naruto was reading down, as all of the Bijus were now shrunk down to their chibi forms as they were there, as the Jinchurikis were freed, as they were sitting down as well and meditating. Now how did this happen? and why everyone agreed to Naruto. Flashback. When Naruto brought them here, many of them were enraged. And since Isubu didn't have any, he was silent. I want you all here for one reason only, to end the era of Shinobi. Why? Can't you see? The era of Shinobi has caused more harm than any good. It has taken away our loved ones, and nothing else. And our leaders only sent us to our deaths, and we are hated. Not us, said Clear B, but Yujudin spoke as he looked towards her. I'm sorry, B-sama, but I was. What? Why didn't you tell me? Because A-sama told me that I shouldn't bother you. Damn it, Aniki, why? B said angry. See? Even our loved ones are corrupted by this system, by the power. If we take that away from them, then it is done. Then what about you? What about us? What if we became too powerful? Our friends here will save us by killing us. Because I have put a seal on them that connects deeply to our heart. If we go any further, this will end us. Then what about you? Said Yujido. Who will stop you if that will stop us? You all will, alongside the Bijus. I have deep faith in you, all of you. And I know what it feels like to be ignored and beaten by your villages, just because you hold something that is against your will. As Fu started to cry, calm down, Fu. I know how it feels. As after that, all of the Jinchurikis agreed, as the Bijus were given the seal connected to their Jinchuriki's heart after being freed from them. As Kurama holded Naruto's heart seal to end him if he goes too far. As Naruto and everyone was meditating now, end of the flashback. As Naruto's eyes opened, they're here. Who? Some of the shinobis. They came here now. What? Who wants to go and test their powers? Yuito said, I will. As when she got down, she saw it was Kari, Darui, Omoi, Samui, and some of Konoha shinobis. Asuma, Kakashi Harake, and Kurenai. As she floated down, she had dark eyes, dark circle underneath, and her fingers were all black. What do you want? She said in a cold voice, as the temperature around them dropped almost instantly, as their goosebumps were risen. It's me, Karu. Yujito, did you forget about us? No, I know who you are. What do you want? We are your friends. No, you're not my friends. I know. You were given orders to keep watch over me, and if I ever step out of my boundary, use that seal. But as she tried to use that seal, but it didn't work, but her hand fell down, as a dark entity cut at it. As Yusta smiled, see? I'm not your puppet anymore, and nor any of my brothers and sisters are. Go and tell the world that we, the 12 dark stars, the 9 dark stars, will not take any shit from them. We will hunt them down if they come to us. As she said, leave, as a huge gust of wind came, throwing them out of their feet, almost 8 kilometers away from them, as Yujido disappeared and arrived. She was angry. Calm down, Yuji. I know what you did, said B. They deserved that. I can't believe that she really had that. I'm disgusted by my Aniki. The 9 stars will rise again, and this time, darkness will be shrouded over this world, the shinobi world, and will only be lifted when the shinobi system is gone, and those who preach it will be gone. On the other side, in a mountain, between Kumo and the end, that is what it was called, the end of the elemental nation. At the peak there was an old man sitting there. His name was Gojo Hanma, who was sitting there. Ah, I see the 5 Kages have came, he said, his eyes still closed. Yes, we have. And I know the reason you came here for, Minato. Then can you help us, Hanma-sama, said Oniki. Little Oniki, I cannot. His power has gone beyond me, and he has. 8 more of them now. With the Bijus, what? Then we have to stop them. Oh. But B, why would he do that? He knows. He knows all your dark secrets, eh? Naruto revealed all of them to him. Yujito did. All of them are against your shinobi system. Then you have to help us. No. I vowed that I will never interfere. But they are the power of darkness. He holds the Book of Light. Even though it is the darkness, it is about to do something good. A deed that I thought myself should happen. What? The shinobi system to be gone. Everyone live peacefully without this power that they lust after for. As unknown to them, Zetsu was listening, and Hanma knew as he looked towards them. Your mission has failed. You should leave them alone. If you try to continue, you will only perish. But the leaders thought that he was talking to them. Why are you scared of them, old man? He's just a kid. Well, you are hundreds of years old, and the holder of the Book of Life in your head, or something like that. I may be, but as dark lines appeared instead of white. Oh no, Saroniki, not you too. Yes, the Book of Life itself was corrupted from the beginning. The angels, they were corrupted. They didn't want to help you. They wanted to rebel against the one who you serve. They were forced to by Hagoromo Tsuzuki, and that is why they are enraged. And they have killed him. And I have turned to the true side now. As the third eye opened, as dark fallen angels arrived there. Now leave before I have to hurt you. As the angels lifted them off the feet and threw them down the hill, as they landed thanks to the shinobi system. Now what do we do? Said Minato. Shit. Your son, he's the reason for all of this. He shouldn't have been born. I don't know what to say, but we have to stop them or stop him before the shinobi system ends. The one we thought is also ended. As something happened throughout the whole elemental nations, the priests died. Those who were the worshippers of light died down. No one remained. Even Jashinist Hidan died. Foaming from his mouth, his hands and feet twisted backwards, and his head broke and snapped on its own, killing him in front of the whole Akatsuki inside a meeting. As Zetsu then arrived. Bad news! Gojo Hanma has been corrupted as well. What? Then there's no hope for us. Yes, seems as Hidan has died. All those who worship the fakes are dead. The light are dead. The darkness only remains. As dark clouds started to linger over each and every village. But they didn't rain. Thunder bloomed inside of them, but they never rained. As inside Fu's village, Takigakure, it was raining now for the first time. Rain of blood and acid. As the houses started to melt down, and the people inside of them as well, until there was nothing left. Screams were filled throughout the whole land, haunted each and every one of them to their sleeps, as they could hear them still yelling from miles and miles away but could do nothing. As inside Sunagakure, Gaara appeared on top of Shikaku within the darkness of night. It is time for my revenge, said Gaara. Rise! As dark earth golems rised, made out of sand, and smashed throughout the whole village. His father Rasa and his siblings arrived there. Gaara, stop this madness! As darkness spear went straight through his arm, piercing it, as impaling his father to the ground. You have sent many assassins after me. Why? I wanted to know this from your mouth. Because you killed your mother. Really? Well, let's just say that she is here for her revenge. Rise from the ashes. Those who are betrayed, those whose trust has been broken. My mother, rise. As a dark smudge appeared, and from inside of it, Gaara's mother appeared. Her eyes were red as she walked towards Rasa. You betrayed me. You betrayed everything that I stood with you for. You disappoint me, Rasa. There is not even hell waiting for you. Much worse, as she stabbed him in the heart, and you too. As the siblings, Kankuro and Temari, flinched disgust me. I hereby declare and denounce you that you're not my children, and I'm not your mother. Come on, Gaara, we leave. As after that, both of the siblings were on the ground, crying and shedding tears at what they had done. They should have been there for their siblings, but yet they weren't. And now their father was dead. And they couldn't do anything. They were even abandoned by their mother, just like how they abandoned their sibling. Gaara, wait! Shut up! I have found a new family, a new meaning. All of you will suffer. And with that said, Gaara, Shikaku, and his mother disappeared, as Kankuro and Temari wails were heard. As news spread throughout the whole elemental nations of what happened to Takigakure and to Kazekage Rasa, as now even the Kages of the villages were scared, as Minato was sitting inside his office, as he was pale and sweating heavily. The thunder boomed again as the light went out, and a dark silhouette appeared in his room. It had blonde hair and blue eyes that were looking at him, that shone even brightly as ice-cold eyes in the dark room. Hello, father. Naruto? What do you want? I want one thing from you. I want you to stop coming after me. If you can do that, I promise that I will leave you and this village alone. You know I cannot do that. Not after what you did to Rasa. I never did that. It was his son that did this. You have corrupted them, Naruto, that like the Book of Darkness has corrupted you. The Book of Darkness has done nothing. It was you all. Your so-called prophecy. Your arrogance. Your hatred. Your misunderstanding. It was all your fault, Minato. Yours and Kushina's, that I am here. If you have given me the day of your time, which you didn't, things would have been different. But you know that you wouldn't have. Never will. It had to be that way, damn it. At the time I thought it was your siblings that were the prophecy children, so what? Wasn't I your son? Necessary sacrifices are meant to be made, Naruto. Yes, they are meant to be made. And that is why I'm going to do. That is a necessary sacrifice for this world to be brought into peaceful era. Erase the shinobi system altogether. There will be no summons, no chakra to use, nothing. But you will kill us all. Without chakra we cannot live. I have already deciphered a way to end this without the usage of chakra. Wanna see? As from the darkness, two of his siblings appeared. Naruto, wait, don't do anything to them. Why? They made my life living hell, tormenting me whenever we went out. As Menma and Mito were crying, as there was a dark hold on their mouth, and they were grabbed by skeletal hands and darkness-covered shrouds. As Naruto said, dark hold, erase and purification, light hold, as bright light glowed, even throughout the windows of the Kage offices. Many Anbu's shinobis gathered there. As Naruto's voice was heard only, as Minato screamed, no. As Naruto said, this is just a warning, and the showcase of my power, of what I can do. Do not encourage my anger even more and test my patience, Minato, or you will have what is coming to you. As Naruto was gone, you have left me no choice now. As Minato was happy that his children were okay, but he became scared as he got them to hospital, and Tsunade and Kushina were there, tested both of them and were shocked. They are fine, but they don't have any chakra coils. They can't even mold chakra anymore. No. No! He took everything away from us. Why? Why? Said Menma as he was crying. Then Mito said, it is because of us. Isn't it funny, Nenmani-san? We were the one who was supposed to make fun of him, torment him. And at the end of the day, his words came true. This is the worst mistake we ever made that day, and it has come back to haunt us for the rest of our lives. Our power, our glory, everything is gone. Gone, she said as she started to cry. As Kushina's eyes widened, as Minato said, it was Naruto. He took away their chakra and everything. He didn't kill them. Kushina said, at least that's okay. But why did he do that? His aim is now new. He wants to erase chakra and shinobi system altogether for the peace of this world. Isn't it good then? Kushina said. Nobody has to do what we did, Minato. No more prophecies. No one will turn out like Naruto. And we won't turn out like bastards of our parents, and they won't turn out like trash of our children and of a sibling. As Minato slapped Kushina. How could you say this to your own children? How could I? How could they and you? How could I, Minato? To abandon Naruto. Always torment him with our words, saying that he was not useful, he wasn't needed, make him feel like that. It was just like when we were younger. As Minato was silent, and so was his siblings. And now, he set out there to end our shinobi system. And you want us to stop and make him realize he's making a mistake? When we were the one who didn't even realize we were making a mistake for the past fucking 8 to 9 years? He said, getting angry. As Menma and Mito flinched. I know what you two did. I kept it quiet. I didn't want it to get to my head because I thought that I should make you feel happy, both of you, but I know how wrong I was. And we have paid it. Totally. You two have at least. Not you and I, Minato. Our due is still due, and we will pay it due in time. As Kushina left. Kushina! Kushina! Minato said. Damn it! As he smashed his hand on the table. Call for a Anbu meeting. And council meeting as well. As Anbus and council were gathered in one position with Jonins and Chunins, I want you to go outside and hunt down Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze. I want his dead corpse now. Sensei. Now! That's how you want to play, Naruto? Fine. You have destroyed your family, and there's nothing else I can do to free you, my son. And this is the only way I can think of. As Naruto opened his eyes, isn't he foolish? God, I hate him. As they were relaxing, Naruto sensed some people entering his territory as he arrived there, alongside the 8 dark stars. What do you want, Akatsuki? You know about us. We want your Bidus, and we will leave peacefully. Not going to happen. I know what you are after, Zetsu. I killed your mother already. See this? He lifted his hand to show a green karma mark. What? But how? You see, it happened a while back, a month ago. As moon was shining brightly, and as if someone was calling out to him in rage, as Naruto arrived there, closing his eyes, inside the moon, to see that it was a whole layout there, and in the center was a changed woman, as Naruto got close to her. So, what do you want from me, Kaguya Otsutsuki? You have disrupted my plans. I want the Bijus. I want to be free, to consume the chakra of this world. It doesn't belong to them. Oh, and what will you do? Destroy this world, what else, as you are aiming to? No, I'm not aiming to destroy this world, nor am I aiming to kill anyone. But you're aiming to destroy the shinobi system, aren't you? I am, but I'm only after the shinobi system and this chakra. I will destroy it. I saw how you are corrupted. I saw them how they are corrupted. This power shouldn't belong to anyone, so it only belongs to you then. No, I have the dark hold and the light hold. I do not need this pathetic chakra. I never needed it. I never used it. It is a disgrace for me to use it, and you to lump me with it. And for that you will pay. As Naruto started to disintegrate her into molecules, she screamed in agony, but no one was there. Even Tonari, who was hidden, was scared of this power. I know you are watching. Mark my words. If you so much look towards Earth, you will perish alongside her. As Kaguya was gone, as a karma seal appeared on Naruto's left arm, as it spread throughout, green lightnings and marking throughout his eye and arm, and half of his body. As Naruto closed his eyes and went inside his mindscape to see Kaguya there, who was smirking. You've fallen for my plan. Who said I has fallen for anything? As Naruto's third eye opened, as the battle commenced. Darkhold, destruction from within the soul, purification, Lighthold, as Kaguya's soul was being destroyed, at the same time purified from his soul. No! No! And Kaguya was dead, as Naruto coughed up black blood from his mouth, which was supposedly Kaguya's, as his bird. Huh, good riddance. I've given you warning. I can do this to the whole of your clan. End of the flashback. As Naruto returned after that, as Atsu was enraged. You! I will kill you! As Naruto then appeared behind him, or a clone of him, who stabbed him with a dark dagger. Darkness consumed. As the dark Zetsu was consumed and destroyed. As the dark sword became powerful, as the Akatsuki everyone was scared. Wanna see something funny? As Naruto's eyes glowed red, as the third eye opened, as his 6 arms came from back, and 2 black wings, as dark angels and screams were heard, as many demons and even fallen angels arrived there, who looked terrifying and haunting, and even Pain was scared. We should get out of here, said Kakazu, who was shitting bricks, as the 8 stars burnt and all summoned their demons. The temperature even more dropped, as it was freezing cold, and everything was freezing for them. Let us leave. We want to go. We apologize. No, you already made your choice. Froze to death. As all of them froze except for Itachi, who was shaking with coldness. As Naruto came in front of him, Itachi couldn't even muster up words because it was that freezing. Go back to Konoha and warn them. Warn them about us and tell them that I have killed their goddess. And if they come after me, it will happen to them as well. I will not hold back any punches anymore. Go! As Itachi dashed, ran as fast as he could, leaving behind all of his teammates who were frozen, as Naruto destroyed them, as their frozen chunks of blood and body parts were now sitting there, as it was consumed by darkness. Let us go back. Suna has been taken care of. Taki has been taken care of. Now, it's time for Yujito and B to pay a visit to Raikage and make him realize that he's making a mistake. You as well, Roshi, Han, go to Iwa. Isabu, you do not have a Jinchuriki. I'm sorry, I cannot send you there. I know. As that is what happened. We go towards Raikage's office, and same thing happened. Light cut out. In the darkness, 2 people emerged. B, Yuji. Shut up, Aniki. How could you do that? I trusted you blindly, followed you to the end of the world, and even would have laid my life for you. And why? Why did you do this to my student? The one I thought of as a sister. One we thought of as a sister. It was needed. People needed to vent out their hatred, B, and I couldn't let it happen to you. And Yujito was the perfect scapegoat. Why me? I never did anything bad to you. I was good. I followed every your order, even if that was an ambush. Why? Was I not good enough? Was I any different from him? No. I'm sorry. No. We are here to give you a warning. Side against us, she will perish alongside Konoha, whose only way out of this is death. And stay still. You will be spared and your chakra will be taken away from you. I will know what I do now. Suna has been given warning. Kumo has been given warning. Even Raikage, Oniki, Tsuchikage has been given warning. Mizukage, Isabu went himself to give warning. Konoha was the one who was arrogant, while the others stepped back. What? 1 week later, Minato screamed in his office. What do you mean you will not side with us? We have to stop them. We have to stop him. He's getting too powerful. Look what he did to my children. We will not side with you. We will remain neutral because we want to live. You, on the other hand, are already on deathbed, Hokage, alongside your village, said A through a telecast call that was seen by the councils of all villages. We are strong. We can take him on. We will find a way, like we always have. That is what will get you perished, Minato. I just hope that he has the heart to show you any mercy. We do not need his mercy. He will pay for what he has done. My son or not, I will end his corruption and by killing him. The dark hole has destroyed my son and my family. No, it was your own fault, your own arrogance, and your own mind that destroyed this. Good luck with that, though, said A as he cut it off the transmission, as the rest of them did. Damn it! Said Minato, smashing his table, as Naruto arrived there, or his voice. I told you, I'll make you pay. Where are you? Where are you? Minato said, as he was screaming madly. He was getting mad. He was scared. He couldn't go against him. He couldn't do anything, and he was frustrated. He was the goddamn yellow flash, damn it. And yet he was scared shitless. He couldn't do anything, not even lift a finger against anyone. As Naruto was smirking, as he was laying in the bed, as from the sheets, Fu came, hugging him. What are you laughing at, Anata? My baka oyaji. He's frustrated that he couldn't do anything, and his allies supposedly are now off of his back. Yes, they are. But don't you think it's too cruel, really, Hime? For what you did to your village, isn't it much nicer? True. Now it was revealed that it was Wu all along who did this to her village. Acid rain, with blood, shedding over them, destroying and dissolving their houses and them, killing all and everyone in together, with screams filled with agony that were ecstasy and music to her ears. As Naruto got up, well, I guess it is time for us to train Hime. As Naruto and Fu and everyone started to train after gathering there. As Minato had came at the doorstep alone. As Naruto arrived, what do you want, Minato? Minato couldn't move again. The temperature has gone minus, but he gulped and looked at Naruto with anger. I declare war on you, Naruto. I'm going to end this once and for all. I'm going to kill you, Minato said. As much as it hurts me, it never hurted you, Minato. It never will. If you even showed an ounce of care about me back then. Damn it, I know. Why are you always telling me that? To make you remember. To make you sure that you never forget what you did. I will make your life living hell. Living hell. Even in the afterlife, you will only deserve hell, nothing more. I'll make sure of that, Minato. Why? Why do you hate us so much? I get it, we abandoned you and didn't pay attention, but that is all we did. No. I remember what you did. You used me as a scapegoat for the village. You used me to let everyone vent out their anger. I know what I did, and I regret it. No. It's too late now. I won't regret doing this, even if you did. Naruto, please listen to me. Be reasonable. Naruto, leave. As Naruto disappeared, when he opened his eyes, he was inside his office. Damn it! His power has gone again. As Jiraiya, Orochimaru, and Tsunade came alongside Kushina, what happened? Why are you here? I thought you went out to talk to him. I did. But I closed my eyes when I opened them, with a gust of wind that was here. His powers had grown exponentially. We have to stop him. We can't. Our allies have left us all to our devices, and I have declared war on him, and he will be coming to us any time. Minato, why did you do that? Are you out of your mind? As Orochimaru then said. Fine, I guess I will step out as well. Orochi, why are you doing this? Don't get me wrong, Tsunade. I almost died with the book, but I don't want to fight its user. The power, it is in front of us. The Yellow Flash lost to his speed and can't even budge a muscle. I don't want to. I will live peacefully, with his chakra and everything gone. I hereby denounce myself as an ally of Konoha. Orochimaru, you can't do that! I order you to stop, said Minato. You're not my Kage, as Orochimaru disappeared in the shadows of mud. Damn it! Damn you, Naruto. Thanks to you, everyone is leaving. What are we going to do now? We wait. We wait until he strikes. As then, Konoha waited. Within 15 minutes, we see Konoha and each and every shinobi at the border, as huge stomping sound was heard, and they were keeping their hold until a huge mighty beast appeared and 9 Bijus. As on top of each were a Jinchuriki, as Naruto jumped down. As His eyes were dark underneath. He was wearing black robes. His fingers were completely dark. As he said, his third eye opened. "Hello, Konoha." "Naruto, please stop. Please," said Kushina. "Son, please stop. I will let you live, as I have done to men mind Mito, if you give up your chakra, Kushina. But I will not let them live. Those who have tormented me and have wronged anyone in the past. Voices of those who were tormented by them rise as many people rose from the ground. Many girls killed by the greedy and lustful civilian council members. Killed and maimed those who have wronged you, as almost instantly all of them went after the elders and the civilian council member, but no one after went Hiruzen, as he was disgusted. What is going on? We are the souls tormented. As Hiruzen saw that even his own daughter was murdered, and even Dan and Naoki were there, Tsunade saw, and they went after Danzo. Both of them were disgusted to no end and helped them out. As Minato said, "No! Stand hold!" As the shinobi's parents rose from the ground, the White Fang and the legendary shinobis of past life. "You all disgust us, siding with this maniacal bastard. Naruto-sama, do this." As Naruto got into the center, as a huge dark pentagon appeared in the sky, as each and every Biju and Jinchuriki went away on each side of the corner of the elemental nations. As they started the chant, as huge amount of chakra started to leave and enter the pentagon, as in the center stood Naruto, and it went into him. As Naruto knew what he had to do with this power, because it will destroy his body if he kept it for too long. Almost within half an hour, everyone screamed in agony for a bit, but the chakra was gone. As Ace used his lightning armor, but he couldn't, as he saw it. As he slumped into his chair, same could be said for Onagi, as he was now on a wheelchair. And Mei was also sitting with a heavy heart on her desk. And Baki, who was a representative Kazekage, also sat down with a sigh. As for Konoha, they screamed in agony. Pure hell. The Hyuga's eyes turned black, as they couldn't use Byakugan anymore. Their prized Jujutsu was gone. Minato couldn't use the Rasengan anymore. As Naruto then charged up the beam with the mighty chakra beam and aimed it at Otsutsuki planet where Otsutsuki resided, they didn't know what hit them. They were destroyed by the soul power they desired to consume. As Naruto smirked, two birds, one stone. As Naruto looked down at the enraged Minato, who was yelling like a maniac and coming towards Naruto, but Naruto punched him, sending him straight towards the other side of the village, towards the wall underneath the Hokage monument. Now, there will be peace. Time skip. 10 years later, the world of Shinobi was officially over. Otsutsukis were destroyed and killed off. Akatsuki was gone, and there was nothing left for anyone. Humans have still hatred amongst them, but they don't fight, because they knew the 9 dark stars are still out there, lurking in the shadows, becoming immortals, and one with their Bijus, as they are keeping a watch on them. The next thing they do and make a mistake, they will be erased as well. As we see Naruto and Fu on a huge mountain, as Gojo Hanma came there. "It seems that your mission has been completed, Naruto." "Yes, Gojo-sama, it has." "Good. Now you are both married, I guess?" "Yes." "I just hope that we will protect this world." "The 9 stars." "Yes. Because Izubu didn't have any Jinchuriki, Gojo Hanma was the 3rd star all along. That is why he had the dark lines." "Thanks, Gojo-sama. We will. Now, for the meantime, we will all enjoy our lives, as Yuto and B were traveling as civilians, as the others have gone throughout to do the world as they wanted to live in. But Fu and Naruto wanted a family, love, and that is why they stayed together. As this is where I'm going to be leaving the story of, guys. I hope you like this one, and if you do, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. As this is Apollo Uchiha, and I'm signing out. Peace.